feel the offense has grown during the preseason? How do you feel it heading in here?
We feel good. Obviously, a lot of familiar faces on offense, and I think that the work that we got with either new guys or younger guys was efficient.
What has Washington grown in your mind?
Well, you saw, everybody saw him as soon as he walked in, how much better shape he looked in. Not better shape, but thinner, lighter. He was already strong. It's not like he was chubby and he lost weight. He looked good, but now he lost weight because he wanted to be faster. And I think we've all seen that. And we've just seen him continue to grow in terms of understanding of the offense and making plays. He goes up and high points balls and makes those contested catches. So I think that's all growth that's positive in everybody's eyes.
What about their defense? They've made some additions, some subtractions, and they're supposed to be good again.
They always are. That's why they're the world champs. And it's hard enough to beat those guys at your place, let alone their place. And not just for us, the whole league. So what an awesome challenge it's going to be.
And you said they were taking away your number one receiver last year and were giving you the running game?
Yeah, I think it was a little bit of, James didn't play in that game, correct? And it was Jalen. So I think it was also, I don't think they really knew what we were going to do in terms of, you don't have your number one running back in there either. So, they always do a good job of kind of comboing your top two guys, whether that's a receiver, a running back, tight end. Whoever they deem as your top two, they're going to double, and that's what we anticipate this year. It's the key is going to be early on figuring out who they deem as your top two.
So did that leave the running game wide open like that?
Well, I think that they're the way that they had DBs on the field. They wanted to stop the passing game, so you add extra DBs. You go dime and nickel packages, and that makes smaller guys that are in for coverage, not necessarily for stopping the run game. So that's why you try and take advantage of those situations, depending on who's on the field defensively.
Ben, do you think you surprised them then with Jalen last year?
I thought Jalen played a great game. He did a little bit of everything, and you're not going to surprise the Patriots twice, I promise you that.
You might be inclined, anything about what happened last year might make you inclined to use them more this year?
We'll see. Like I said, you're not going to get over on the Patriots twice. That coaching staff's pretty good, and their players are pretty darn good too. So we'll have to figure some new things out.
Ben, after so many years, have your emotions changed? Do you still get butterflies, or is it more refined now? You're kind of your emotions are channeled in a different way.
No, I'll get nervous, I'm sure. I think it's probably just as much excited nervous as just nervous. But we're going up there. We're going to I'm sure they're dropping a banner and doing whatever they're going to do. So what an exciting and awesome opportunity for us all.
You say, Ben, the road to the Super Bowl has gone through the Patriots in recent years. You've played them late in the season. You've played them in the playoffs. What's it like to open up against them?
I think we've done it before. I feel like we have. It's like I said, it's not fun. They're the best for a reason, coaches and players, and it's not like we've had a problem with them. The league's had a problem with them. They're that dominant. So, and I said it before, playing at home's hard enough. To go to their place is almost impossible. I guess the only positive is it's not an AFC North team.
Ben, do you like a challenge like this?
I'm sorry, hold on. Go ahead.
I'm sorry. Do you like a challenge like this in the very first game?
Yeah, no one's got to win, no one's got a loss. And so they are the world champs, and we have to go to their place and do our best.
Did it mean anything to be the last team to beat them?
I didn't think about that. It's pretty cool. Like, anytime you can beat the Patriots, it's pretty cool.
Were you rooting for them in the Super Bowl kind of because of that? Did it make you guys?
You know what? I don't. In the Super, I don't really root for anybody. I just kind of watch the game and try and enjoy it. So, when you can beat a team like that's the world champ. Are you supposed to put a feather in your cap? It's still tough. That you're not in the big game, but to know that you had an opportunity to beat them and beat them, that's kind of cool.
You enjoy standing on the sidelines when they have the football and you're looking at a 42-year-old man?
Well, I want our defense to get after that guy. But it's an honor to share the field with arguably the best of all time. So it's humbling and fun to watch. I just wanted him to have his worst game against us because our defense is getting after him.
Yeah, Ben, what's it been like to be contemporaries with Brady? Given that, I'm sure like you said, it's an honor to play against him, but at the same time, if he wasn't there, things could be different for the Steelers in terms of Super Bulls.
Well, it's a lot of coulda, shouldas, I guess. But it's not too often you get two old guys playing quarterback against each other in a game. So, like I said, it's an honor to share the field with them.
And they Patriots leaned heavily on their running game in the postseason last year. And the way offensive trends change in the NFL, could you ever see it going back to maybe the way it was when you first came into the league, or just you guys having the power to do that too if you wanted to? It was interesting the way they got that championship last year.
Yeah, I mean, I think having the ability to change is always is huge, and maybe not for a whole season, but for a game or for a little run. When teams are expecting one thing and you can just completely flip the script and become dominant in another factor, another phase of the game. I think it speaks volumes of coaching and playing and players buying into it. So I don't know, the league does flips and goes back to that at some point. I don't foresee it anytime soon. I know there's a lot of teams that are trying to go to like more of a running quarterback, these RPO things. I know Baltimore's been talking about it. But if your guy gets beat up, it's going to be hard to stay on the field for too long.
And when they raise the banner and they have all the hoopla of opening night, how do you stay out of that, and how do you stay focused on what you have to do?
I think it's cool to be a part of. I mean, honestly, you go out there and you watch it, and you sit there and you try and channel it to say, okay, that needs to be us next year. So that's the way I look at it.
Ben, how much did you, watching the Super Bowl, having played the last couple of years with some ball-dominant guys with Le'Veon and Antonio, did you watch the Patriots and thought that we can take a page from what they do and spread the ball around the way that Brady does to different guys, different backs, different receivers?
I mean, he's been good at that for years, right? Obviously, they've had one of the most dominant tight ends and some players, but I think that's one of their MOs is just spread the ball around, let everyone get involved, and no one ever shines too much. I mean, you got Gronk and Edelman and guys like that, but they spread it around and let everyone make plays, and I think that's an awesome recipe for trying to be successful. They did it.
You think you guys will be more like that this year?
We'll see. We've got a lot of guys that I think that can be successful, can help us win football games, and kind of my style is spreading it around anyway. So, I'm gonna have to be good and get them the ball, and then the rest is up to those guys.
And they're so
Guys,
diverse
two
on
more for
offense,
Ben.
but on defense, do they throw a lot of different looks? How challenging are they in that regard defensively?
Yeah, they will. Like I said, they'll usually double your top two guys, which always makes it tough. And you're just not sure which plays they're going to do it on and which plays they're going to double one guy and not the other. So it's going to be trying to get a grasp on it on the sidelines of what's going on, and then being ready to adjust while you're on the field, kind of almost mid-snap. That's why they're successful and they make it tough.
Ben, you
Last one here.
kind of touched on it, but how does this matchup compare to an AFC North game as far as the emotions and the hype involved?
Well, it's the first game of the year. They're the world champs, and we're just trying to get to where they've been. So it'll be exciting for all of us, and I know the crowd will be excited. Sunday night football, it's not a 1 o'clock game, so all those things add up to an exciting night.